place quite like here. There's no better time than now.
Hey everyone, it's Haley, and today I'm going to be doing a story time. I was on my way to Miami for a big event and I was super excited. I make it to the event just in time because I was like running late. Can't find parking to save my life. I happened to see like one last spot on the street that I needed to park. I go ahead and I park. I looked around, I saw my surroundings. I thought I didn't see anything that I shouldn't be doing. I go into the event, I'm having a good old time. Nothing could be better that night. After the event was over, everybody's going to their cars and I'm like, where the heck is my car? Because you know, I always like forget where I park, even when I'm at the grocery. Mind you, it is dark outside. I don't really know Miami like that. I could have sworn I parked on this street. Where's my car? No, I parked on this street. And then I see this ticket lady putting tickets on the car. I'm like, excuse me. And then before I could even like say what I wanted to say, she's like, oh honey, they towed your car away. Hold up, did you just say they towed my car? Are you kidding me right now? I was so pissed but scared and like nervous at the same time. I'm like,
no, this is not happening right now. This is not happening.
and she's like saying like the towing place is not that far away. I'm like, well, is it walking distance? She's like, I wouldn't trust to walk. And I'm just like, bruh, I had all these questions and she's like, you were parked near a fire hydrant, like don't you know you're not supposed to park next to a fire hydrant? And I'm like, yo, I know you're not supposed to park near a fire hydrant. I don't remember even seeing a fire hydrant, but sure enough, when I looked, there was a fire hydrant.
Why is this happening to me? Like, why?
At this point, I was just like, so I'm stranded, okay. I look at my phone battery and it's at like 24%, bruh. My phone's gonna die and I'm gonna die. Forget the rule, don't talk to strangers. I talked to every stranger I saw. Like, I had the address to the towing place because the lady gave it to me. I'm like, can you drive me here because it's not that far? Everybody was looking at me like I'm crazy. I saw this girl, she looked about my age, so I'm like, okay, all right, I got this. You're gonna understand, I'm just gonna ask her. So I was like, excuse me, I was wondering if you could drive me to the towing place. She called me Uber. Bruh, I've never used Uber in my life. I jump in the car. I was like trying to small talk with her because it's awkward. You're sitting in a car with somebody and you're not talking. She was like explaining to me like how same thing happened to her one time she was at an event. She was saying how when she went to the towing place, she had to pay cash only. And she's like, oh, it's like $100 and something, like 150. Who walks around with $150 cash, bruh? She insists that we go to like a CVS or Walgreens. We go and I try to use the ATM. She's waiting for me. I'm using the ATM and it's not working. Like, just my luck, it doesn't work. I try again and it's still not working. And I couldn't deal at this point. I was just like thinking of the worst. I'm like, I'm never gonna get home. I try the ATM again, it doesn't work. I'm like, forget it. I go outside, I tell the lady, look, the ATM isn't working. Can we please just go to the towing place and I'll just try to use my card. Like, I don't know what else to do at this point. I just really want my car. I get back into her car and she's like, let's try going to your bank. So I GPSed where my bank was. And mind you, it's dark. And I'm like, nobody goes to the bank at this time. Bruh, something bad always happens when you go to the bank and it's like almost midnight. When we get to the ATM, she's like parked behind me and I'm like standing at the ATM and I was pressing those buttons so fast, like you don't understand. Got my money, slid it in my pocket, and I ran back in the car. We drive back to the towing place, but he's like, okay, it's 150. I actually give him a little bit more because ATM gives you all 20s. And then I'm like, where's my change, you know? Because I didn't give him exact change. So he's like, oh, yeah, I don't have any change on me. I'm like, what you mean you don't have any change on you? He's like, oh, well, you can like call the company, whatever, and let them know that you paid a little bit more than you were supposed to, and then they'll refund your change.
Whatever you say, yeah, whatever you say, yeah, I'll call, I'll try to get my change back, whatever.
Can I please just get my car? He's like, yeah, it's around the corner. Just go into like the gated area, you'll see your car. And when I saw my car, I was so happy. I was like,
Yes. Finally.
I can go home. Plugged in my aux cord, I started playing my music. I rolled up out of that place like happy as could be. Made it home. And like 2 days later, I called the company to like get my change back. Like the guy said that I could. And then the guy was like, "Oh, who did you talk to when you were there?" And I was like, "I don't know. Like, I don't know his name. He just told me that I could call and that I could get my money back." And then he was like, "Well, you'd have to come back down like to Miami to get your money back." I was like,
No, that's not gonna happen again.
"So I guess I'm not gonna get my money back." Like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I'll be trying to do some more story times because I feel like I have tons of stories that I could share with you. If you've ever had your car towed, let me know your story down below. I would love to hear. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Yeah.